I can help you with writing your resume, because that is something that first sparked the attention of the recruiter. Because if you don't have a good resume, they're not going to look at you. You're not going to hear from them. When you see these job posting on Indeed, do not apply on Indeed. What you do,
I wake up in the morning with a smile on my face, feeling thankful for the love and the happiness we chase.
hey guys, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you guys for stopping by. Thank you for tuning into this video, guys. So this is a special moment for me. I think I mentioned in a previous video, I have mentioned, and I've give you a little story time about what has been happening with me for the past 2 years. Just to recap a little, I have been studying for the past 2 years, and that is one of the reasons why I wasn't so active on my YouTube channel, because it was really hectic for me. I have to be working, studying, taking care of the family, so it was a bit hectic. But I do a little video here and there, and I give you guys hints about what I've been doing. So guys, I have graduated. Yes, I graduated, and I did graduate with honors. So for those of you mothers out there, or you fathers out there who think you're too old to go back to school, no, don't think like that. You can do it. Once you have that drive, you have that support, you can do it. So go for your goal, go for what you want, because I went to school and I didn't know that I would be able to complete 2 years of studies with honors. So I showed you in my previous video my diploma that I have received, and yeah, so I got it with honors, and I'm super proud of myself. While I was studying, I was working a full-time job. Yeah, while I was studying, I was working a full-time job. Throughout my studies, I changed over from working full-time to working part-time. Yes, because things were getting a bit hectic, so I changed from full-time to part-time. Now I've completed my studies, I now need a full-time job in the field that I have studied. So I have decided to start searching for jobs in the field that I have studied. And guys, I can't complain. God has been good. I just want to tell you that whatever you do, put God first in it, because put Him in the center of everything. Talk to Him. Have communication. Communicate with Him just as much as you would communicate with your friends and family. Talk to God on a daily basis. Let Him know your intention. Let Him know, even though He already know everything about you, but you have to have that. You have to have that communication with Him. Talk to Him. Tell Him how you're feeling. Tell Him what are your wants and your desire, your needs, and all of that. So whatever you do, put God first, because to be honest with you guys, I have completed my studies. I've sent out applications. People have been reaching out to me, so I've done a few interviews, and for the few interviews that I have done, I was able to move on to the next process of my interview. One of the interview that I did, I got the job on spot, but I had to refuse it because it didn't work well with my schedule. As a mother with a 4-year-old, that has to be taken into consideration too. So I was not able to take up that job offer. I move on, and I did another interview. Most of these interviews, before you do the interview, you have to do phone screening. So yes, so I did another interview, and they also gave me a job offer. And yeah, it's in the process. I'm just waiting to respond to them in that regard, because I have another interview that I need to get out of the way before I respond to them. Because right now, guys, I am actually going to another interview. It is snowing outside and I don't like driving in the snow, but I am actually now going to another interview. This interview that I'm doing, it's my second interview with them. So first I had to do a phone screening with them. Then after the phone screening, they moved me on to the second process of the process where I did a online interview. So I did a phone screening, then I did an online interview. Then they reach out to me and tell me, congratulations, I have moved on to the next process of the hiring process. So I have moved on to the next process of the hiring process, where I have to do a second interview, but this interview has to be in person, where I get a tour of the organization, where I get a tour of the building, I get a tour of the place, and they will also interview me. They said the interview will last for 45 to 1 hour. So that's where I am going now, guys, and I'll let you know if I was successful in this interview and if I got the job. Because actually the other job offers that I got and this one I think I want this one more than those. Yes, so I am really hoping I get this this job, because this is the one I really want. It fits well with my schedule. As I said, it fits well with my schedule. It's at a location where I'm comfortable with. Yes, so just wish me luck. I'll let you know if I was successful or not. And this job is in the field that I have studied, right? So, and guys, if you are going to school to study anything, especially at this time, if you're in Canada, please make sure you do your research. Make sure that the field that you're gonna study in, it's actually a lucrative field. You can find job when you get out. When you finish studying, make sure you can, research to see if you will be able to find jobs when you leave school, because you have to be careful of the courses that you go to study, because sometimes people go and study and when they finish studying they can't find jobs. And most of these jobs too, they want work experience. If you don't have the experience in the field, they are not hiring you, guys. And guys, based on all the jobs that I've done, all my experience, when I do interview, even if I don't have experience in the exact position that they are looking for, what I do based on my experience in my previous jobs, I correlate them. I use those experience and create new experience. So I interrelate those experience with the experience that they are looking for. So any of you out there who wants to, want help with writing your resume or your cover letter, just reach out to me. I'm going to leave my Instagram name, my Instagram link in the description, or I'll be put it here. So if you want to reach out to me on Instagram, send me a direct message and I can help you with writing your resume, because that is something that first sparked the attention of the recruiter. Because if you don't have a good resume, they're not going to look at you, you're not going to hear from them. Your resume have to be intact. You have to have a good resume. So if you want assistance with writing your resume, just reach out to Patra, reach out to me, and I can assist you with that. All right, so send me an email, send me a message on Instagram, and I will get back to you. Also, cover letter is another thing. When you're doing your cover letter, make sure it's not generalized. make sure it is work specific. It is written in a way that it is geared towards the company that you are applying for the position. So make sure your skills, the skills that they are looking for, you have those skills as a part of your resume and your cover letter as well. So do research on the company. There are so many things that I can tell you guys that you need to do when you go on interview. Study. It's like going on interview, study the company, that because that's the first question they ask you over the phone screen. What do you know about us? If you know nothing about a company that you're applying for, it makes no sense. You have to know something about them, right? So guys, I have so much knowledge about this thing here, about the whole application and reaching out, and applying for a job and doing interview. But I mean, if you want assistance and if you think you are struggling in that field and you want some assistance, reach out to me and I can assist you with that, right? To be honest guys, one of the places that I did a phone screening with, after the phone screening they said, okay, the next process is for you to answer a pre-interview question. So they sent me a question that I have to write, basically like a short answer question, and I answered the question and I sent it back to them. When I got back my answer, they emailed me and said that they want to move me on to the next process by doing to do an interview with them. I got that yesterday, and because I know I have the interview today, I did not respond to them. I said I'm going to wait until after this interview I would respond to them. And you know what, this morning while getting ready to go to this interview, they called me. They called me. I answered. I knew it was them calling because I saw the address and everything. They called and I answered, and she was saying that she sent me an email, for me to select a date that I'm comfortable with doing the interview. It has to be in person. So I told her I got the email, but I was waiting to respond to her today. So she said, okay, you don't have to respond, you don't have to send me an email, just you can tell me now which day you are comfortable with, you are comfortable coming in to do the interview. So I told her, I gave her a date because that date will be after today. So I gave her that date. So I may go to that interview depending on what happened with this interview. And I think everything is going to work out with me and this interview. I know God, I put God first, and if He wants me to get this job, I will get it. Whatever His desire is for me, I will get it. Oh Lord. So yeah. So I told her, I gave her a date. But to be honest, I'm more comfortable with this. If things doesn't work out, I know there are I have other options, because I already got a job offer. So I'm just waiting to hear what about this interview before I continue the process with that job. But yes guys, so I'm just telling you that you have to sell yourself when you're looking jobs. You have to sell yourself. Start out first with your resume. You have to sell yourself on your resume. When they pick up your resume, they should be able to know exactly who this person is. So they can look at this person, see your work ethic through your resume. They see your skills, all the knowledge that you have, what you have done in the past. So it's like the resume is a pre-interview, So you're selling yourself through the resume, and if they see the resume and like what they see, they're gonna reach out. Because I've seen a lot of people, all over the internet saying that they send out so many resumes and they're not hearing back and all of that, and sometimes it's the way our resume is being sent, the way we write our resume. So we have to be careful with that. And as I said, if you need help, reach out and I'll help you. And also another pointer, guys, if you're applying for jobs and you're using Indeed, I have been doing this for years. I've used Indeed as my as a place, as my go-to place to apply for jobs. But a new thing, instead of when you see these job posting on Indeed, do not apply on Indeed. What you do, write down the name of the company, do some research on the company, go on their website and apply. Go on their career, the career section of their website, and you apply for that job, that position on their website. Because most of these employers, they do not respond to Indeed application. They rather respond to the applications that were sent directly on their website. So go on their website and apply for the position that you see Indeed advertised. Because when you go on, you may be 1 out of 5 person who apply on their website, while you have hundreds of persons applying on Indeed. So you may be one of the lucky ones that they reach out to, because they prefer responding. They're responding to persons responding to application on their website. Yes, guys. So I am going to I will let you guys know if I got the position, so just stay tuned for that. I'm going to put it also in this video, so it will be at the ending of this video. So if I get the position, you will know soon. So just continue watching this video, and yeah, stay tuned to know if I get this job, right? So because, guys, this is a job I want. All right, guys, so just stay tuned. All right, guys, so everything went well. I don't think it was actually an interview that I went to again. I think they just called me in to show me the ropes, show me what the job entails, what is there, what the place is like, you know, the whole running of the organization, and what is expected of me. I signed a document, and so I think from I did the second interview, I think that was it. But they told me that the next step is an in-person interview, and then I'll be sure. So I went there and everything went well. So I just need to, you know, present some documents, do some other training with them, you know, in-house training and orientation, and then I will be set, and I'll keep you guys informed. I will also include my first day of orientation in this video, along with my first day on the job. So just stay tuned for that.